He's the only reason you get views. Lil guy funny AF.
That's actually complete bull. The reason I get views is because of this.
No.
Yes, this is bad. This is really bad. So there is a terrifying problem currently sweeping across YouTube and somehow it's hiding in plain sight. Shock horror, it's orchestrated by Jack Doherty, but somehow I haven't seen any big YouTubers talk about this.
Do you think you'll ever quit OF?
Why the f would I ever do that?
I don't know, you know, maybe move on to bigger and better things
Okay,
one
you know
day?
how much this pink kitty has made me?
How much?
Close to like 5 mil.
Meet Camilla Araujo. She was made famous by MrBeast, basically. She was a main character in the Squid Game video.
According to this, you two are roommates and best friends. We did our research.
I have to come home to the house we live in at the end of the day. You're gonna be a bit awkward.
It's only in line to be one of the biggest videos in YouTube history. What could go wrong? A lot, as you're about to find out. And the more I look at this, the less trivial it becomes. There are genuinely like sinister undertones here. And at this point, when Jack Doherty is involved, that kind of goes without saying.
How do you get so many subscribers? I tried what you told me last time, but it just didn't work.
There's no secret, you just tell them to subscribe, just ask nicely, watch. Subscribe, please.
This is a demon. This is a demon. You should probably do what he says, because I don't trust that he wouldn't come for you if you don't. On my channel, not his, because you definitely do not want to be involved in that side. He has a roster of OnlyFans girls that basically all do this to different levels of severity. We did a video on McKinley Richardson, which is one of these girls, and what we found was disturbing, to say the least. And no exaggeration, the moment she finished that MrBeast video, Jack Doherty signed her up straight away.
I lost $456,000 in MrBeast Squid Game video, and I've been trying to make the money back ever since.
Yeah, you hear that sound at the start of the video? That is the warning sign. As far as I can tell, they have some factory of editing these videos for these OnlyFans girls. That sound effect is played at the start of every single one, and if you hear it, you should probably get away. And this is true of even Camilla's first video, because straight off the bat, she was promoting her OnlyFans.
Told me that I couldn't be in the show if I didn't speak Korean. And according to Google, it takes 2 years to learn the new language. I was running out of ideas.
I'm just gonna start no.
Yeah, subtle. And before we look at her content, it's probably important to note that she gets a lot of views, tens of millions of views repeatedly. As you can see, the amount of kids that would have watched this is probably unprecedented. So today, we're gonna have a look at some of this content and brace yourself, because it is terrifying.
How does it feel to have a sister that has an OF?
My friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that.
Yeah, that's great content. I'll post that. There are actually so many things wrong with this video that I don't know where to start. First of all, these two are siblings, and the subject matter of this content is genuinely wild. Second of all, this kid is 16. You might actually be younger in this one, because this was pretty early on. And the video's bad enough, but when you realise why she's making this content, it gets worse.
Do you know?
Jesus Christ. Click the link in my bio. I can't.
There's really no like jokes that need to be made here. She used her little brother in an OnlyFans ad. There is no nuance. She just did that. And I'm kind of laughing because it's so absurd that it shouldn't be real. Now, this is something the Antichrist would do, so she might actually be it. If this happened 5 years ago, I feel like every single commentary channel would descend on them instantly. They would be run off the site, and that hasn't happened here, and I can only say that I'm confused. And if you're somehow not sold that this is terrifying yet, I hate to break it to you, but it does get worse.
What's the cheapest thing here at Disney?
You, probably. But the real detail here is where she is. She's at Disneyland. Now, who do you think goes to Disneyland other than those, like, weird 40-year-old women? Kids, and I probably didn't need to tell you that. And with that in mind, she used this opportunity to make maybe the most terrifying OnlyFans ad of all time.
Maria, do my pimples look better now? Am I pretty?
No, because you use makeup on.
So I'm ugly?
Yes.
So genuinely, who is this content for if not kids? And the real problem here, like as you've seen probably before I played the video, is the caption. OF model gets humbled by her biggest fan. To put this into real perspective, reverse the genders here, and we've got someone doing a life sentence. Now comment down below and tell me what you think about that, because I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. And it actually didn't stop here. She actually posted more on YouTube Shorts.
Don't talk in bang now, boy. What do you want? What is your name? Her number on you? I didn't spend all my money.
Okay, do I win?
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, this is weird. And then you look at the comments and she is funneling people straight to her OnlyFans again. As you can see by this screenshot, this is getting so bad that even Jesus is getting involved. The other comments on this video somehow are actually ignorant of this. When you know the context where you know, this is not cute. This is terrifying. This really is just hiding in plain sight, and I have no idea how. Now, there's only a couple of instances of that type of content as far as I can tell. But the same cannot be said about her content with her brother, because this might be the most prevalent content on her channel.
Clearly he's not the only one getting these.
You don't want to know, trust me, you do not want to know. And just up front, by the way, I feel like he is clearly in on it. I feel like he's acting for the sake of promoting her OnlyFans, and somehow that does make it worse. And I mean, side note, child actors, that normally ends up well. Ask Macaulay Culkin or the kid that plays Anakin in Star Wars. It's going to be a disaster. I'm calling it now. But yeah, there is so much content between her and her brother, and honestly, for the most part, it does feel aimed towards kids again.
So today I'm gonna surprise him with the best day ever and take him to the fair.
I mean, side note, she has either been crying or smoking too much. In fairness, probably both.
So I flew home from Miami to North Carolina and drove him to the state fair to have the best time ever.
To reiterate that point, I fail to see how anybody but children is interested in watching this. I'm only watching it out of a professional obligation at this point, but I'm sure you've guessed it, but she did use this to promote her OnlyFans again. And this is arguably the high point of the content between these two, because from here on out, it does get so much creepier. I've been trying to find these videos for this video, and because of that, I am getting some of these in my recommended now. Literally, as I'm recording this video, this did come up in my recommended. The title alone is enough to terrify me, and I imagine the video itself is the exact same. Holy shit, it is big! Second in, and that might be enough. I'll play again from the start, but honestly, at this point, all I can say is this is actually worse than I thought. Holy shit, it is big!
My brother always asks me this question.
My friends always ask me if it's pink, but I don't really know what they mean by that.
And today, I'm finally gonna call him and show him what everyone's talking about when they say, is it pink?
My expectations were low, but they keep being lowered. I don't know how much longer this can go on for. My guess is she's gonna pull out some kind of pink product, but to be perfectly honest, at this point, I actually wouldn't put it past her.
And it is pink too. Lots of things are pink. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't even think mom and dad know about this.
Holy shit, it is big!
Well, I hate to say I told you so. With the undertones in mind, though, I don't care. That is still so weird. And with that in mind, like, this seems to be her favourite bit, because there are so many videos leading on from this that all insinuate the same thing.
Okay, so how does it feel to finally know what's pink?
Well, you're a liar because my friend's saying it's not the car, so I'm gonna call mom.
So knowing that the parents are in on this somehow got worse again. That was a voice break, and I'm keeping it in because I shouldn't be allowed to get away with that. And she definitely shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. And neither should her mum, who is just weirdly playing along.
Oh, do you know what it means by if it's pink?
I know. What do you need to know about that?
My friends are saying that it's not the car.
Come on, dude. It's the car. It's Camila's car. It's pink.
What a great mum, like, honestly, unbelievable. Another OnlyFans ad in the comments, by the way, just to make it clear that she does not rest on this. But this provides yet another terrifying segue into more of her content, because she gets the wider family involved, and it is, again, as you probably guessed, very weird.
What do you do for a living?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm on regular work. This is it. I have a business.
Oh, so she pays for the car back there?
She pays, I don't know.
What do you do for a living?
Dad, can you go get, I left something in the house. Can you go get
What?
it? Just go get it really, go get it.
His eyes look sad. Again, that's something you can't really simulate with acting, in my opinion, especially if you're just some random bloke. But again, the video took a turn, and it happens while the kid is still in the car.
You know,
Hey, yo!
you're kind of cute.
What you do?
Oh, bet.
What the?
We need to free her brother. I don't actually care if he thinks he's going along with a bit. We actually need to free him. Money talks, but this just seems traumatic. Like, if you're watching this video, you probably went to school. Unless you're a Jack Doherty fan, you'll get there in a couple years. But universally, kids are pretty vicious. And if you were dealt the cards that this kid's been dealt, I don't care about the money really. You are going to get ripped into every single day. It's unavoidable really, and you can kind of see this cracking through in their other content.
Like, next year, I'm gonna be applying for colleges, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do that with things that are on the internet. I might not even be able to get a girlfriend because people, like, they already know. In public, people ask me, do you really like your sister? Do you really approve of this? Like, I actually don't think this could work in my future.
It probably won't, I'll be real with you. And I'd say he's made that decision, but the guy is a young teenager. He shouldn't be put in a position where he has to make such a pivotal decision at such a young age. I wasn't making good decisions at that age, and I don't expect him to. The burden of responsibility falls on his sister and their parents, and in my opinion, they have definitely failed him.
Christian, with everything that I'm doing, like, I've never once wanted it to affect you like this. Bro, I'm sorry. I really don't want it to affect you.
There's nothing else I can say. Like, you everything up. I'm leaving.
Bro.
Why are you sat like that? But regardless, it doesn't matter. I don't know if this is acting. I'd be inclined to say it is, but really, I think there definitely is some undertone of truth. Tell me what you think. I'd be curious, to be honest. But really, in my opinion, I feel like there definitely is like an undertone of truth in everything he's saying.
I've been getting name called a lot more at school. Some random girl said, "See you later, Pinky."
Pinky.
Pinky. Pink. Pink. And then
well, it's only going up from here, so I'm only gonna become more famous. Deal with it. Don't be so sensitive, like a little bit. Pinky.
What a great sister, honestly. And it's clips like this that make me think that really this kid doesn't have much of a say in the matter anymore. The cat is kind of out the bag, in more ways than one, but I don't want to go into that. But the funniest thing is, she actually tries to give him advice.
Go to school, get good grades.
Okay.
There's no reason that you need to be failing or getting a D in any classes.
This is coming from an OnlyFans girl. Just take that.
Okay, but like, I chose that, and I'm not ashamed of it. So I don't give a
The hell people are.
Well, he said it, not me. And the more these interviews go on, the more he does seem to like genuinely snap. There is definitely some undertones here that are coming out for everybody to see.
Shut the hell up. You're literally doing your career is in OnlyFans. You can't be talking shit. You're selling pictures of whatever. You can't be saying shit. All that studying was for what? For what?
The truth hurts. I can personally attest to that. Someone said I had a brickhead once, and they were right, so that's why it hurt. Yeah, everything else aside, this is a massive problem, and it's ongoing. I hope, if nothing else, I have got that across to you today. Tell me what you think, because in my opinion, there hasn't been enough discussion around this. And honestly, I just hope more people start talking about it, to be honest. But yeah, with that said, I will leave you with one last clip.
Dilo, can you pass me the Coke?
Yeah, I got you here.
Dilo, bro, this is not enough, dog.
This actually is the tallest Camilla Araujo fan. Like and sub, or he's probably going to come for you. Probably.